An environmental response crew has been called to False Creek to help clean up a days-old fuel spill from a derelict boat. But some people argue the response has been far too slow. The CBC's Tina Lovgreen reports.
The fuel spilled from this boat and evidence of cleanup can still be seen. A boom has been set up around the perimeter here, and the smell of the fuel is still lingering in the air, and it's that odor that got the attention of nearby residents on Sunday.
The smell was just awful. We had to shut the apartment down. I had nausea, diarrhea, a sore throat all day from it. But I'm lucky. I got to go off to work. All the animals that live along here, there's herons, seals, they're all feeding through it right now.
Canadian Coast Guard officials say that the spill isn't a hazard to the environment, but residents I spoke to say that's hard to believe, given how strong the fumes are and how far the sheen has traveled. They're also concerned about how long it took for officials to contain the spill. The assistant harbor manager here at Fisherman's Wharf says it took 4 days to pinpoint the boat.
Tracking these things down is a game of cat and mouse because they spread so fast that it's just a matter of trying to figure out and catching it at the right moment. And it took us 3 days to actually find out which vessel was pumping out, because there's 250 boats out there. So individually checking each one, and most of them are locked up, and getting a hold of owners and stuff like that is very difficult.
That's a little comfort to residents who say mystery spills like this one happen frequently in False Creek.
I think if they're going to have a 24-hour emergency response line, they need to get themselves up in the middle of the night and go out and try and find it and curtail it before it has a chance to spread. This sort of stuff is really volatile.
Officials say the owner of the boat has been cooperating with the cleanup, but looking at the boat, you can see that it hasn't been maintained or moved in a while. So I asked the harbor manager about that.
It's not in the most solid of shape. Obviously, there's some issues with the top deck of the vessel, and our concerns have been alleviated in the past. We've inspected the bilge. There was never an issue at the time, and everything seems to be up in order. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast sometimes.
Some boat owners here think that vessels like this one should either be removed or fined, and it's not clear yet on whether the boat owner in this case will be fined, and as whether it can dock here. Harbor officials say as long as they've got insurance and licensing, they can stay. Tina Lovgreen, CBC News, Vancouver.